once again. It is Kyle with the Bolt Bros back at it again. Hey, so we're here on another Thunder Hub. Let's go, boys. And guess what, guys? We have clinched the playoffs. Yes, sir. It's been the talk of the town right now. That's right. So charge, baby. Let's get into it, boys. I'm excited about that. We're going to talk a little bit about the playoffs, a little bit about the game that's coming up ahead for us with the Houston Texans, and we'll talk a little bit about the Christmas spirit. We'll have a little bit of a booster and stuff like that, So, but yeah, let's get into it, boys. Like always, guys. Let's just jump right into it and hit that intro button because Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Pyramid, man. You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Boat Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Boat Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
All right, guys, we're getting charged up in here. And shout out to Denzel Perryman, man. So apparently his regular season is over because they suspended him for 2 freaking days or games. So he's basically out for the season. But we'll see. We will definitely see him for the playoffs. So he gets to have a little bit of a break, which kind of sucks for us for sure. But man, how from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a lot and 1 being not so much, how mad are you that freaking Denzel Perryman is out for the season because of that stupid suspension that he got, So like I'm not happy at all for it, So let me know in the chat, my guy, how you guys doing? But yeah, so we got a whole bunch of y'all in here, like joining me for a Merry Christmas. A Merry Thunder Hub Christmas. Yeah, so we got George up in there. We got Larry. Oh, we got Larry up in here. Hang on a sec, Larry. I gotta get you. I can't be doing you dirty like this, my man. How you doing? I think all of my don't have all of my soundboards up just yet. So 1 second here.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
That's right, Larry. I got you back, man. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay, so to answer my question, it looks like we got some 10s in the chat here from Eddie, with a mad face there. So we extra mad. Then I got a 20 here from Yolanda. Oh, that's right. Yeah, appreciate that. Getting some Merry Christmas, and then Hugo turned it up to 11. I get that reference too, man. I love it. Let's see. Bolthead says we're all used to Denzel Perryman being out in general. This goes way back. It does though. It does. But you know what? That our freaking team has been playing some serious bully ball, and he's just doing what he needs to do to get some pumps of fear into the offenses that we're playing against. So I think it's gonna be it's a big thing though. So I mean I think it's dumb, and honestly, I get that they're trying to do this to protect the players, and they're trying to protect their health and their well-being and yada, yada, yada. But let them play, man. Honestly, any player that plays in today's league would literally die if they played back in the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. They were getting hurt bad back then. But, man, these days, ain't so much, it's kind of like they're it's wild. It's wild. I think a lot of the players would have back from back then, if they played today, they would have, oh my gosh, they would be doing a lot more. So anyhows, let's see. Yeah, Eddie's getting a little ahead of us a little bit. Yeah, and we did see the injury report a little bit. It looks like Benjamin St. Juste won't play. It also looks like it's possible that what's his name? Vidal's out. It looks like he has 2 days of DNP. But we'll get the full report, I believe, tomorrow, or will it be Friday? I think the full report comes out tomorrow, so we'll find out more. Anyhow, how is he? But that, yeah, that was good. Hugo says, I don't like swearing much, but F Jordy Nelson. Why is he even in charge? Yeah, I don't know why, man. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Kyle Kennard available. I think he is rising up on the ranks a little bit. Yeah, so he may come up and stuff like that. Troy Dye, Marlo Wax, it's probably going to be in the rotation here for sure. Yeah, so they want the Bolts to fail. That's why they punished him for 2 games. Same repercussions as DK Metcalf. Yeah, exactly, man. It's all part of the plan. The NFL just cursing our teams and stuff like that. So yeah. But let's talk a little bit about though. Let's get into the Thunder Hub. Oh, hang on a sec. Let's get into the Thunder Hub and get into some action. Actually, I think. Oh no. Oh shoot. Hang on a sec. I'm not going to start with the deep questions yet. Hang on a sec here, guys. I'm all mixed up here. There you go. All right. So yeah, man. Chargers are playoff bound. So, let's get it, man. Charge! Yes. So we're playoff bound. I'm so excited about that. But now it all comes down to where we are going to end up, right? So, because right now we're on the top of the wild card race right now with a bunch of tiebreakers and things like that. So, I'm excited. No matter what happens, let's see what we got. And I did, as a season ticket holder, I did see an email about saying, hey, if we get a home game, we're going to charge your card and you'll have your spot, your seats there and stuff like that. So I'm actually starting to plan right now in my head. I'm like, you know what? If we get a home game in SoFi, I really want to be there. And I'm going to talk to my brothers and we'll try to all make it out there. And I'll be danged, man. I don't care. Like I'll try to get that time off and it'll be fine. So I'm planning on it. I'm 100% planning on it to try to be out there for a playoff game if we get a home game for sure. So I'm going to look forward to that, and hopefully we get that thing. And we're going to talk about what possibilities we might have of getting a home game. So let's see. But yeah, man, the road, the Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, they got a steep mountain to climb because, we are now at the base of this mountain looking up to potentially ascend to get that freaking Lombardi trophy. Yeah, and I know Harbaugh has a Michigan hat on or whatever, but hey, it is what it is, man. AI does what AI does, so sorry about that. And so but now let's get into more of that stuff here. So anyhow, so big things here, big things coming, so let's talk a little bit about some of the things that need to happen in order for us to do some more things here, So the biggest thing right now, actually, let me go back real quick. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You're seeing previews. You're seeing some previews. So I just wanted to take a quick moment. I know this is not necessarily the top, topic of a conversation right now, but we need to talk really briefly about Justin Herbert MVP chances. Look, just consider everything that he's done right now. Justin Herbert has literally the bottom ranked offensive line of the team that he's actually seen. I think at this point, like every single week, there has been a new version of his offensive line, right? And yet he's still coming out on top and winning all these games. And he's playing with a broken hand now, and he's now been 3-0 with a broken hand. He's been pressured the most. He's been sacked almost, I think, the most. And he's come out with 11 wins. I mean, come on. Where's the love that Justin Herbert should actually be considered an MVP-worthy candidate? I get that there's some other people out there that are seeing the same thing. I mean, Drake May is one other candidate out there. Like, he's how amazing he's pulled out. And had turned the Patriots around this year. But just look at the strength of schedule. The Patriots versus the Patriots team who they've been playing against versus the Chargers who they've been playing against. It doesn't compare. The Patriots are playing far worse teams than we are. Of course, the other player that people are talking about for MVP candidate is Matthew Stafford. And I think there is a very good reason to say that as well, because they're doing very well and they have a very good, difficult teams that they're playing against. And that also puts him in that category. So, and now, obviously Pro Bowl status, things like that, Justin Herbert's got to be a lock in there for sure, so, but now let's also talk briefly about Jim Harbaugh's potential chances of having Coach of the Year status, and I do want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. And so let's get into that. I'll pull up some of your guys' comments here in a second here. So, but Jim Harbaugh's, just think about what he's done so far. I talked about it before in one of my deeper questions where, look, Jim Harbaugh came into the team, instantly got him to the playoffs. Sure, we lost the first round of the playoffs, but the problem is that now we are also now getting in the playoffs. This is the first time the Chargers have had back-to-back years in the playoffs since I don't even know when. I haven't looked that stat up or whatever like that, and just hopefully, fingers crossed, of course, that it's not going to history's not going to repeat itself and stuff like that, But this has been what he's done and turned this organization around has been literally a massive reset. The worm has turned, and we also think about this. We have back-to-back 11+ win seasons, so that tells you a lot as well. He deserves a strong consideration for Coach of the Year, 100%. But of course, he is trailing coaches like Ben Johnson and potentially Sean McVay for the Rams and stuff like that. Still, so we'll see what happens there. And so let me just kind of get into your comments here for a second before we move on here. So, yeah. So, lonely, but there we see. Yeah, there you go. Jay saying Dicker's finally going to the Play Bowl. Let's go. Or the Pro Bowl. Let's go. All right. I like that. I like that a lot. I know we owned our destiny, but please, Chiefs, just pull up the upset. Hugo says, these are terrible matchups for Christmas. Dak Prescott versus Jared Goff. Yeah, exactly. There's not many good matchups, honestly. Lonely but never alone. Cheers, both of them. You know what? And here's the thing too. It's like I kind of was debating between not doing this show tonight because it's Christmas Eve and everything, but reality is, I mean, I kind of felt like that as well, to be honest, Nicholas. I was like, I feel like there is a lot of people in the Bolt fam that don't have anyone right now. So I wanted to kind of bring us all together for a little bit before Christmas. Here it is, Christmas Eve. All throughout the night, not a creature was stirring and all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, let us actually do something. And to be honest, we are going to have to do a pregame show on Friday ahead of the game on Saturday. And it feels like actually I might not be able to be there for the Friday one because I do have to work on the 26th. So my brothers are maybe doing a show together at that point. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. So that's kind of why I'm doing this tonight as well. So anyways, so there's literally nothing anyone could say that would convince me Stafford or Allen would have been more valuable for us than to have Herbert. Both would have crumbled behind this O-line. Yeah, I mean, I agree, dude. I mean, there's not many quarterbacks out there that can measure up to what Justin Herbert has done this freaking year. It's crazy because look, Emmanuel Acho on his speakeasy thing or whatever like that, his is even touting. He's like, I think Justin Herbert can win a Super Bowl when he's playing at this level, and that's wild to see. Everyone's minds are turning about him, so, and it's just crazy. Yeah, George is saying, yes, like, exactly though. Where's the love for Justin Herbert for MVP? Where is it? Why is he not getting it? You know why he's not getting it, that love? I think it's because of how he treats the media and things like that, because he's like, ran over a cameraman, he kind of like avoided trying to be a part of that, one, interview at the end of the game, things like that. I don't know, that just kind of rubs the media the wrong way. I don't know. Whatever. Who the heck cares, man? I'm down for whatever he does. We got Seventh Son up in the here. What's up? Ahoy, my man. Don't worry about okay, you're talking about Hugo. Who's even the QB for the Chiefs? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. They need to pull a miracle in order for the Broncos to lose a game, you know? So yeah. Our D line is going to eat Saturday. I like that. Hell yeah, Larry. That's what's up. Tough mountain to climb, but anything is possible. That's right, El Chorchis, or I should say Miguel. I like it. You guys are talking to each other. Chiefs could give us all a good Christmas gift by signing Kaepernick. Oh, that way we never have to hear him again when people still say he still is a yeah, facts, bro. Yeah. No, Minshew is out though too. Apparently he hurt himself as well. Jim John. Apparently he actually hurt himself at the end of the game last week as well. So it's apparently third string quarterback. So I don't know. Let's see. What up, Grandizer, my man? How you doing? I'm doing good. Oh, you're watching Home Alone? That's a good one. That's a good one to watch right now. You guys just saying hello. Justin Herbert MVP. Yes, that's right. Mysterio. Mystique, yeah. Justin Herbert. Yes. Yeah. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Mental Health Wednesday. I am alone. No work today. I live at that land of Christmas forgot. Been this way for a while. Oh, Grandizer, my man, I'm sorry to hear that. But like I said, that's kind of why I ultimately did decide to do something like this, because I did think that a lot of people out there in the Bolt fam may need some time to chat with some folks. And so I wanted to bring some people together a little bit before Christmas and kind of just get a little special message out as well for all that stuff, you know. So I appreciate all your happy Festivus. Are you going to do airing of grievances? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so I appreciate it. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Kyle. The Chargers never got the love and respect. We would have to win the Super Bowl or to get it right, Kyle. Yeah. I think honestly winning a Super Bowl would give us a little bit of respect, but I think the Raiders will talk smack until we get at least 3 Super Bowls. So that's the unfortunate thing. Until they won't give us any respect until we get 3. That's the biggest thing. I believe it. So yeah. Let's see. If I have to head out early, I'm sorry. It's because my family is gathering tonight to celebrate Christmas. All right, no, it's no problem, Hugo. Like I said, I'll do the best I can to kind of get to your guys' comments as much as possible. But I appreciate you for coming in. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So, but let's get on to the rest of the show here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our current path for, not talking about playoffs, but I'm talking about for the possibility of first, getting the, winning the division, and then the possibility of getting the number 1 seed. So that's it. Because right now, Chargers are a long shot for the top seed in the AFC. If we get that, that first round bye, that home field advantage, all that stuff, all that goodness. The path does exist. The bottom line is why I wanted to start with this is we just have to win. If we have destiny in our own hands. If we win all of our games for the rest of the season, we would finish at 13-4, and that would make us win against the Broncos, technically. Because the Broncos only have to lose 1 game. And if that 1 game is against us, then we have that tiebreaker against us right now. So that would be huge. That would be huge for us to win the division. Actually, I do think that they do need to lose another game. I'm not 100% sure. But no, I don't think they have to lose 2 games. It would be easier for us if they lost 2 games or whatever, obviously, this week and next week. But I mean, the chances of them losing against the Chiefs right now are pretty low right now for sure. So, but what else needs to happen right here? So, let's see this. Okay. So first, the Patriots got to lose a game. Now, that is probably, in order for us to win a take the first seed, this is probably would require a Christmas miracle for the Patriots to lose a game. They're literally their last 2 games of the season are literally the Jets and the Dolphins. And neither one of those teams have any skin in the game at all. They're both eliminated from playoff contention. And the only thing that they might be potentially playing for is spoilers. So I don't know. I mean, is it possible that the Patriots could show up to these games and be like, we don't really need to play anything? And if they decide that they don't need to play their starters, and then either one of those teams decides to play spoiler, that could be a huge thing for the Chargers. But of course, we still need to win our games, and that's just about it. And like I said, if we just win our games, it doesn't matter what happens with the Bills, because the Bills, we have the tiebreaker over the Bills on our conference record, and so that would set us above them. But when it comes to the Jaguars do need to lose one of their next 2 games as well. And hang on a sec, I had up who they're playing against right now. So obviously they play against the Colts this week, and then they play up against the Titans next week. And so that is the thing. So right now, this week, we are all 100% rallying behind Phillip Rivers and the Colts. We got to see something like that happen. We got to see some justice for the Chargers come. And the reason why we need the Colts to lose a game, because if we end up winning all of our games, and they kind of would have the similar conference record as us, they would actually beat us in the head-to-head record, because they smoked us a couple of weeks ago, So let's all 1,000% rally behind Phillip Rivers again, answer the call, and wish the Colts some good luck. That would be a phenomenal thing for us right now. But like I said, though, guys, ultimately, our only option here is for us just to win out. So if we did lose a game, that could be the biggest problem, obviously, in our head. And here's the biggest kicker right now. It's that coming up this week, the Texans have a lot to play for as well. They're still fighting for their spot, that 7th seed spot right now, at least. And it's because they need the Colts to lose. And then if the Colts lose, I think they're technically in. But if the Texans win, then they win as well. They are in as well. And so either way, if the Texans win, or if the Colts win, if the Colts lose, then the Texans are in. But if the Houston wins, it doesn't matter what the Colts do, 100%. So they're playing for a spot, and so they got a lot to play for. So the biggest point right now is it's like, who wants it more? And so that's going to be the biggest thing for us on this game on Saturday. And that's going to be a huge, huge, huge thing for us right now. So, so let me get into your guys' comments a little bit here. All right. Let's see. Okay. Raiders still talk smack. Raiders will still. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They probably will still talk smack. Owe is a surprise, but he didn't have a sack in the Baltimore. He was 7 sacks in the Bolts right now. Yeah, he's been a massive a miracle for us, Chris B says, no way the Pats drop a game to the Jets or the Dolphins, sadly. Exactly, Chris. So that's the biggest thing right now. So, but ideally, though, too, is like I said, we would still get a home game, at least one, if we did play, win the division. And I think that would be very, very much an advantage right now. So I don't really know. Okay, let me double check something right now. So let's just say this. Hang on a sec. I want to do this. While I have you guys here with me, I'm gonna pull up my playoff predictor right now. Oh, hang on a sec here. Okay, I'm gonna look at this here. Currently, let's see. Oh, what the heck happened here? Never mind. Okay, sorry. I was trying to find something about the playoffs for the thing, and it looks like I had a thing predictor there worked up on or whatever like that, but it didn't work out. So I guess right now, if the playoffs did end today, we would play against who would we play against here? Let's see. That's what I was trying to find here. All right. So if we ended the playoffs right now, we would play against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that would be huge. I would totally be fine with that. But Pittsburgh in January is pretty dang cold. So we're trying to do that. And so but then if for some reason we actually did somehow get the first seed, that would put us obviously first week bye, and then playing against either what would it be? The Patriots or Texans or the Bills and Jaguars, I believe. I'm not 100% sure how it all worked on that situation or whatever, but that would be interesting to see what would happen there. So, all right, let me get at your comments though. So sorry about that. I just had a quick little tangent in my head there. So, you have to give respect to get respect. So Raiders don't respect us exactly, and they never will. But yes, we definitely do need. It would be great for them to win. But I don't think that it's 1000% necessary, because if we win our games, because right now we're 11-4, and they would be, if they won against the Chiefs, they would be 13-3. And then we win both of our games, we would be we would be 12-4 going into that game. But if we beat them, they would be 12-4, and we would be 12-4. But we would beat them off of division record and head-to-head and conference record. So that's why legitimately it does not matter for them. All we have to do is win our games, and we can take the division. That's the bottom line. So that's just it, man. But would it make our lives easier? Yes, it would make our lives easier if the Chiefs just won. So that's it. Chiefs will fail. Patriots ain't shit. They took advantage of 38% strength of schedule. Yeah, 100%. They really did. And the same thing goes with the Donkeys. Both teams, you look at their here you go. Strength of schedule, according to ESPN, for the Donkeys is 41%. Patriots is 39%. But here's the biggest thing too: the strength of victory, SOV, meaning that they're winning. They're just barely winning games. Is Broncos are 35%, and the Patriots are 36.7%. Jaguars are playing way better than any other team, unfortunately, right now. Their strength of schedule was 51, and their strength of victory was 46. And then the Steelers, they're also hot right now at 52 strength of schedule and a 43 strength of victory. So those are the teams right there. I mean, really, realistically, the Jacksonville Jaguars are like the biggest, strongest contenders right now, I would say. And that's not good for us. That's not good for us. Sorry. Again, Chris, I don't want to go to Foxborough or Foxborough in January or any of that. Definitely not, but yeah, we are a better team than we were last year, but our offensive line is still just the biggest, Achilles heel that we have right now, so, Chargers will beat the Texans and will ride the Donkeys to the finish line and the division. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to happen. That's exactly what we want to see, man. You're 100% Misquero. Yeah, I don't know if I'm Musicero. I don't know how to say your name right. I'm sorry, my brother. Let's get that dub versus Texans. They stomp those donkeys and take the West. Yes, exactly. It doesn't matter where we play. A good football team will find a way to win. Yes, 100%, Larry. Yep, that's it. the way their defense played against the 49ers, they won't stop the Jaguars. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We don't want a wild card spot. We need the AFC West. Yeah, exactly, Hugo. No matter what our Bolts have to play in wild card round. No, not Eddie. Well, like I said, there is a possibility, but it's a low percent. It's basically like maybe 10% chance, I would say, for the us Chargers to actually take over the entire the first seed and stuff like that. Because if anything, I'll be perfectly honest, I think the Jaguars they have the biggest chance of possibly taking the first seed this year. To be perfectly honest, so. Eddie asks, how far will our Bolts have to advance to convince Khalil Mack to come back for 2026? Because I want them to run it back with Mac Tooley and Owe in 2026. Oh, gosh. Man, I don't even know, dude. I mean, Mac seems like he just loves to play. He wants to keep playing, and he loves our Bolts and stuff like that, So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I would say at least 2 games. If we can win 2 games, and get in maybe into that AFC Championship, I think he might want to play one more. Just one more. Maybe, just maybe, man. I don't know. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, we got a fellow from Twitch here. Says we get in that 1 seed. Patriots lose 1, and we lay the smackdown next 2 weeks. 100%. That's what 100% needs to happen for sure. But I think also the Jaguars need to lose a game. That's the biggest thing. So. Like I said before, but maybe you weren't there for it. But we got to root for the Colts this week, guys. We got to root for the Colts. Phillip Rivers got to pull out a freaking Christmas miracle for us, and that could be so insane. And maybe get a little bit of revenge for the Chargers, to really just that would be fan-freaking-tastic, So we need the Traps to drop 1, Broncos to lose 1, and we need Jacksonville to drop 1. And they take the tie. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. The Broncos to lose 1 could just be our game that we win against them. So that's all we really need, So that's just it. We can't rely on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are playing their 3rd stringers, So forget it. Both their games. Yeah, exactly, Eddie. Yeah. Nobody's afraid of Joey. I'm tired of 3rd quarter. Yeah. Broncos ain't nothing without that defense. Yeah, and that's true. That's true. Broncos just got lucky at a lot of their wins. Yeah, and they barely won their games, So yeah, Bolts will win out. Bolts Nation, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got to believe it. That's what's gonna happen. F the Colts, but I love the Raiders. Yeah, 100%. Got to win 1 more game to technically be a better team as last year. Otherwise, we could have the same record. Yeah, that's true, and that's true. If we don't replace our middle O-line, I'm jumping off the cliff. Yeah, this next season, man, honestly, we do need to fix that for sure. For shizzle, man. Our defense line, last time we didn't went to the playoffs. Run it back. I'm just trying to find some more of your guys' comments here. Justin will need us to use his legs. Yeah, probably. We do need a lot of help on that. I'm pretty sure the Jags are rooting for the Chargers win against the Texans. Yeah, 100%. That would secure them a little bit more there, So yeah. Next year Chargers will be unbelievable. Unbeatable. Slater, Alt, draft a top center and a guard, a top edge rusher, and Bolts dynasty begins. Let's go. With the Thunderbolts at the end there. Yes, I like that. I like that, Bolts Nation. But right now we're already feeling pretty good ourselves right now. So let's see. This year we have to win. It's too sweet. No Lamar, no Burrow, no Mahomes. And yeah. Honestly, right now, you're right. This is the good year. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to do a quick thing real quick. And let's do a quick little thing from our sponsors here with the Sleeper app here. So I already queued up a little something for us to get that in here. So let's check it out. All right, so let's check out the Sleeper app today. I did already make my pick, so I don't have to kind of sit through it a little bit here. So this is what I did this week. Last week, by the way, guys, I won my contest. For on that running backs one that I ran for all the touchdowns. I only won $10. I think I got 4 of the 5 correct, so I did a flex for it, And that was pretty sweet. And so I'm doing another flex this week pick. And so when you do a flex pick, you have the option. So like right now, since I picked 5, I can win a little bit with 3 of these choices, or I can win a little bit more with 4 of these choices, and I win a little bit more if all 5 hit. So it's pretty sick. I'm down for it. I like it a lot. So right now, I'm literally did a bunch of things for literally just tomorrow games. And so it's kind of fun, I think. So, and almost picked a player from every single team. So let's see what I did here. So the first pick I did was that Amon St. Brown needs to get more than 59.5 yards. And that was a booster, a promo pick. And so, because it was normally, I think it was like 70 something or like almost 80, that I need to look at. And so I'm like, all right, I need him to get over or more than 59.5. Now, I did do a little bit of riskiness here. I think Justin Jefferson's going to get less than 61.5 yards this game. And I also did CeeDee Lamb is going to get less than 79.5 yards in receptions. And then Cortland Sutton, I think, is going to get more than 61.5 yards. And then Deebo Samuel to get more than 40.5 yards. So I don't know, guys. I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm not sure if that's, how all this is going to work out, but we'll see. We'll see. And I got some chances to possibly make something not something happen here with these choices here. So, but like I say, guys, if you think that you can do better than me, or if you think you know some football, go ahead and open an account with Sleeper. You'll get $20 just for opening up an account right now, and then if you use the code Bolt Bros, like it is down below, you will get 100% deposit match up to $100. Some terms apply for it to be a new account and things like that. So we will have a good time together. So like I said, my record has been pretty terrible about all this stuff. But so if you think you got a better chance than me, then go ahead and sign up and put your money where your mouth is and make some picks with me. So as always, guys, let's go. All right. So, yes. Oh, I forgot to do the intro for that one about that was my high voltage pocket pool, guys. All right. All right. So now at this point, I did want to actually just do a little bit more of a special message, So, as you see, I'm wearing my Christmas hat, my Santa hat here, So, guys, like it is literally that time of the season when everyone feels good about everything. It's that spirit of giving. It's that spirit of actually, being festive and, being loving to your neighbor, loving to your friends, loving to your family. And, and that's kind of something that I wanted to kind of share a little bit tonight, how the reality is that the reason, why we are celebrating this season is because of this right here. Yeah, you can't really quite see it or whatever, but I got myself, I'm wearing a cross here, so Jesus Christ is our savior and he was born for us, and that is why we're actually celebrating tomorrow. So I don't know exactly what your religious beliefs are or whatever, but I myself am very Christian, and I 100% believe in Jesus Christ and being the savior of mankind. He is what we call as the Messiah. He's the anointed one. He is the Christ. And I 100% want, you all to understand that, we all should constantly be striving to be like Jesus. When someone is struggling in their life, like we have some Bolt fam in this chat right now, and this is exactly why I wanted to do this right now, who say that they're home alone right now on Christmas Eve. And if you know somebody that's like that, and that they're home and they need a place to go and to celebrate this special day tomorrow, Oh gosh, sorry, I'm starting to. This is why I'm wearing the glasses too. I'm starting to tear up a little bit. So then reach out to them if you know who they are, and if you know where they, that they're alone and they need someone to kind of celebrate with. Please reach out to them and invite them into your homes and stuff like that. Um, because it is a wonderful time right now, and it's a perfect opportunity to give some service. And like, I'll even throw in some stuff about and to give some charity and to show some love and stuff like that. Because the reality is like, like you watch The Grinch Who Stole Christmas and stuff like that, and you realize why he was grouchy and stuff like that. Maybe he just didn't have some love, and maybe he was bullied and stuff like that. And so they need people. We all need some love every once in a while, and that's what Christ showed us all what to do, is to love your neighbor like yourself, to love the Lord like thy God, and to love thy neighbor as thyself. And so we are all, as the Bolt fam, we are all brothers and sisters under Christ and under our love of the Chargers. And that's something that I want all of us to kind of understand and to reach out. Um, uh, of what we can do for each other and stuff like that. So, and that is one of the things. My first experience. I'll say this, and then I'll get into some of your guys' comments and stuff like that. So one of my first experiences with the Bolt fam doing this show was at the camping trip that the IE Diehards actually puts on every summer. When I was there, I was actually kind of recording some things with some people, and someone actually got a phone call from some of the different people that were out there, that they were on their way, but they got a flat tire and they needed to jump or something like that. So like, I literally watched as like a whole group of people, they got some tools together in their car or whatever like that, and they drove out. I think they were like maybe 30 minutes out from the campsite, and they literally drove out to get them, to help them fix their car, to get the fix the flat, to give them a jump. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was an incredible sight, and that's exactly why us as a Bolt fam, we are so connected, and I love everything about that. And so, but that's just some things that I wanted to share about everything tonight. And so. But now when it comes to the Chargers, that we can actually make this happen. And so the Chargers, I have full faith that the Chargers will beat the Texans this upcoming week, but it is going to be a difficult game. I think it's going to be a very close game because the Texans have a lot to play for as well. They're fighting for a spot in the playoffs. They're fighting for their ticket. And we already got our ticket, but we need to, if we want to win the division, we need to keep winning. So who's going to want it more? We'll have to find out on Saturday. But that's been my charged up Bolt boosters for you guys. So charge! Anyways, guys, I'm seeing a couple amens here. I'm seeing some people talking about this stuff, So Grandizer says he's not only home alone, but lonely too. Loneliness for the holidays is a tough one, man. Hey, man, and I hope, man, you'll reach out to some people, whatever, kind of talk to some, I don't know if you got some family around. I don't know if you know some other folks around there, out there in Arizona, maybe some other people might be doing something. And you might be able to get something in, hopefully you can maybe find someone. I would love for like my brothers to reach out to you or something like that, but I know you try to text him. I think you reached out to us on Facebook a couple times, right? So I don't know, man. I hopefully somebody and I'll say this right now, Grandizer, I will pray for you tonight that someone does reach out to you and does kind of offer for you to come over there for the a Christmas dinner or something like that, and I hope and pray that happens. I obviously live in Utah, and if like I don't really have much, honestly, it's funny enough, I don't really have much going on myself either over here. Like my kids are with the other parent and things like that, and they're at the other house. And so I have to kind of like we have to figure out what we want to do at this point too. So I kind of get where you're coming from and stuff. And so I've kind of reached out to some people myself, and maybe that's something you can do as well. So but you're right. Yeah. Merry Christmas from the Bolt Bros. I do have someone at work in the same situation, Kyle. He is coming into my house to enjoy the day. Spread the love, Bolt. Oh, that's amazing, Jim John. Yes. I'm so happy for you. And so proud of you for doing that. I love that. I love to hear that. That's amazing. I've been, people are kind of giving you support here. I tried to reach out. Oh, you tried to reach out to James. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Dang. I don't know what happened. But yeah, so next time you meet him, hopefully try to get that number again. We'll say, hey, Senior Snappy, Merry Christmas, my man. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a great Christmas Eve. Hopefully you got all your presents ready. It's good to see, man. See Jay say what about Jay say? I don't know if I saw all this stuff from Jay say there. So yeah. Pappy's kid. Vidal did great when I wore his jersey. I'm wearing his my Bozeman jersey. Yes, Pappy. That's a great idea, actually. You know what? Oh, you know what? Dang, Andy actually has a signed Bozeman jersey for me. I think maybe we should do that thing as well. Maybe all three of us bros should wear a Bozeman jersey just to be like, you know what? Let's show him some support. Yeah. I was using Copilot to talk to, but they changed it so it's all too rigid now. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That stinks. I do admit, actually, ChatGPT is pretty good for all that kind of stuff too, though. So I've done that a little bit before myself, and so it's good. Yeah. Ty has to get a Bozeman jersey. We win the Super Bowl. No, I have one. I have a signed Bozeman jersey as well. So you're right, JC. I think I said, all right, I'm gonna tell my brothers about that, and we'll make that happen for sure. Players are from our own free agency. I want our Bolts to re-sign Keenan Allen, Zion Johnson, Trevor Penning, Jamari Saleh, Khalil Mack. Yeah, 100%. All of the above. Yeah. Don't torture you, man. What do you mean, Hugo? What do you mean? What did I torture with you? Yeah. What do you mean? What are you? It's Linderbaum. Yeah, Linderbaum would be huge. Hugo. Yeah, you're very welcome. Oh, because I was tearing up a little bit. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Hugo. Yeah. Eddie's predicting 20-13 win. Let's go. Kyle, when are you going to do the giveaway today? No. So, like I said, are moving forward. What our method is for the giveaways is our link that we have because we realize that there's a lot of people that actually have the only people that have been winning essentially are people in the videos, and so we wanted to expand the pool a little bit. So if you do want to end up winning, I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. The link to sign up for our giveaway. We are giving that one away for the after the game for the Texans. That is our Christmas giveaway for the week, and so it's just another jacket. So anyone is available to do it, and I think that you can actually get more entries the more you share it as well. So and I think you get it for signing up for all that stuff, So share it as much as possible, and you may get more entries and stuff like that, So, but again, it's not a super fun way to do it because there's no spinning wheel. I literally just press a button and I'll press it live with everyone, and it just picks somebody out of the pool. I will let you know right now. There's currently, let me go back to it. There's currently 89 contestants on it. And essentially out of those 89, there's 623 entries. So some people are actually getting a little bit more than what all that stuff. And so it's good. Merry Christmas to the director and his family as well. Yeah, 100%. Merry Christmas to even the Bolt crew, despite the fact that they've kind of been talking smack about all the other podcasts and stuff like that these days. And so like, whatever, you know what? Just because I'm in the mindset of the Savior herself, just turning the other cheek. Merry Christmas to the Bolt crew, because hey, you know what? We all the Grinches need a little bit of love every once in a while. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, man. That's pretty much all I really got for tonight, actually, guys. I mean, I didn't really have too much to really say. But that's kind of my thoughts there. You know, like I said, like my brothers are going to do a show, I'm sure, either Friday or maybe we can do something on the Saturday morning. I'm not 100% sure how it's all going to work out or whatever, but I just know that like if they plan to do it on Friday, I don't have the availability to do it there. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk a little bit about some things tonight. So um yeah, so that's all for my show tonight, guys. This has been another wonderful episode of the Thunder Hub. You know what I'm saying, guys? But I appreciate all you guys for coming in and chatting with me for a little bit here, you know, but it is Christmas Eve. So I did want to make it kind of a little bit shorter of an episode or whatever, you know, so because I do want to be have some time with my wife, and I know Hugo is going to celebrate Christmas with his family right now as well, because I do understand there's some families that do celebrate Christmas literally tonight, and they open presents and stuff like that, you know, so and that's fantastic, you know, so but I love you guys, and I love, you know, the Chargers. I love my Savior Jesus Christ, and I hope you all a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys again on Saturday, which I will be doing a live show on Saturday for the game. And I'll be doing it across 3 platforms. I'm not going to be on YouTube, but I'll be on Twitch, I'll be on Kick, and I'll be on this new one called liveonassist.com. It's fan freaking tastic. I love the platform, and I love it, like, you know, what they're doing on that one. So that's where you'll be able to find me watching the game, and we can be able to chat and have a little good time, and you know, we'll talk some bolts. But yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, we'll have a good time there, and like I said, all love and family, trust, respect, all day, every day. As always, guys, Bolt Bros. Let's go.